Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Harika. So as a part of web UI automation, we have seen multiple videos, right? So in this video, we are going to talk about the data extraction. Yes, in previous video, we have seen how simply we can extract the structured data just by using the data scraping, right? So in this video, we will see how to extract the data, what are the different activities that we have. So as we are going through the basics, let's concentrate on the basic activities. Going forward, we will also explore the complex scenarios, how we can extract and what are the different activities that we have to extract the complex data. Okay, so for now, I am going to introduce two activities for you. So the first one is get text, which we are using from the previous videos, but still I will deep dive into that and I'll show you what that activity actually does. And the second one is get attribute. Okay, let me type in this over here. So we have get attribute. So for this, let me take a small sequence because or else let me delete all of these and create a new sequence inside the same. Okay, so we are good. Let me drag the get text first. Later I will explain you what get attribute is. So I'm pulling get text into this. So we all know how to indicate the element, right? So I'm going to indicate the element in the browser. I'm going to the same website. So here, once after that is selected, I'm going to UI Explorer, open this in UI Explorer. So basically UI Explorer takes a little time to load. Okay, we're good. So when I was talking about UI Explorer, I have already mentioned you these are the different attributes that we have. Okay, so the left ones are called as attributes and the right ones are called as attribute values. Okay, so let's say if I take the inner text value, this is called as attribute. Okay, so this terminology is very important because you can use that in your interviews. Okay, or you can understand when an interviewer use that in an when you apply for any job. So this is called as an attribute value. So what this get text actually does, it will extract the attribute value of the particular selector which is corresponding to inner text. Okay, so let's suppose, let me give show you whatever the value that we are getting. I'm using this particular selector. Okay, so I'm just copying the whole selector and pasting it in the studio selector tab. Okay, this is done. I'm just validating and highlighting to cross check. So once that is done, I'm saying okay, and let me close this up, or let this be. I can use this to explain you further. So this, if you observe, this is my get text activity, right? So now the concentration has to go to the properties panel. So for every activity we have a properties panel. Okay, properties tab. So here, if you just observe, we have a selector which we've already given. Let's concentrate on this after some time. But if you see the output has a property called as value. Okay, so this enables you to store the text from the specified UI element. Excuse me for the bad throat. So this will help you to extract the text. So basically this value is used to extract the text from this particular UI element, whatever we are providing here, right? So what I'm going to do here, let's give a variable name. So I have already created few names, right? So I'm taking laptop name. So this variable will consist of the text value, the inner text value, whatever we are extracting from this selector. Okay, so try to understand this clearly. Whatever the inner text value that we are getting, that will be extracted and saved it into this particular variable. So let's print this and see how this actually works. Okay, laptop name I'm going to give here. Okay, and let's debug this. But before to that, you have to close any previous Chrome that is running. So I'll tell you why it has to be done that way. When the process is running, it will try to open the browser, right? So if there is already existing browser, then the robot will be a bit confused from which one to extract exactly. Okay, so for that you have to close the things before you actually run. So if you see, it has extracted all the information which is against the inner text, right? So this is the whole information against the inner text attribute. So this is how you can use the get text activity. So what is for get attribute? Why we have to use the get attribute? Okay, let me show you that as well. So as I mentioned to you, these are the different attributes that we have, right? So let's say at any point of time, if I don't have the requirement to get the text of a particular element, but I wanted to get the attribute name. So here in this case we have, let me delete this so that you can see the values clearly. So if you see here, the A name and the inner text, okay, the both are same. So we can use either A name or inner text. But let's say in a case where you have a scenario, you wanted to extract something else. Okay, let me indicate an element and we can go through it. Let's go for this one, okay. Okay, so let's say here I have an AA name, right, which is 415 ratings. And if I wanted to extract this, or if I wanted to extract the title, okay, if I want to extract the exact title, how I can do that? I cannot do that with respect to get text. Get text will retrieve me only the value of inner text. So in order to do that, let me indicate this on the screen. So if you see, I have got the selector. This is my selector. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this in UI Explorer so that I can have the view of all the attributes that I can see. Okay. I can even take the existing one, but why I'm opening a new one? Because I can save it directly from here. Okay. So I wanted to get the title. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to validate this, and after that I'll highlight. So this is highlighting exactly to the point where I want. So I wanted to extract the title of it. Okay, and then I'll just say save. So if you just observe, it got saved into the editor, selector editor, right? I'll say okay. And now I wanted to get the title. How can I get the title? So if you just observe here, we have all the attributes that were displayed there in the UI Explorer, right? Or else you can directly take whatever the attribute is there here. You can just copy this, never type, mostly copy, and just paste it over here. Okay. Or else you can just select it from drop down as well. Here also, if you just search, you can have title. Okay, both are the same. And here I wanted to give the name of it. So just take a variable and give title, and let me take a log message and just pull it into here and give the title. Okay. So that's it. Let me run this file. So for before which I'll close the existing browser. And do step into. So if you just observe here, we got the whole title, right? So the same thing, we cannot get it using the get text. Get text will retrieve only the inner text value. So that's how we can use get text and get attribute to extract the text from unstructured data. So if you see here, this in this page, whatever is there, let's assume if it's unstructured, we don't have a structure in this. So in that case, we can use get text and get attributes to simply get the data from a particular web application. Okay. um so this is how we can do that. I hope this is clear for you. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section, and also try doing this exercise by yourself so you can get more hands-on on how to use selector, how to indicate selector, and how to use different shortcuts. Try to use shortcuts. Okay. And that's all in this video, and in going further, next video we will explore more activities that we can use in the web UI automation. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.